Hi everybody, it's me BK again. This is gonna be the third part to my video. I wanted to talk more about my mental health history. Anyway, I just told you how I've been, but I remember like when I was younger, I kept thinking about things that made me angry, and people think I'm fine or I'm not that strong because I don't really act on my emotions really. But if you tick me off, I will get, well, angry. And I always give people many chances before I go hurt them. And I think I always have suppressed that. Uh, so I suppress my anger to a point where I can legally defend myself. And anyway, that's one thing I have to suppress, which I suppressed a lot, and that's probably why I'm such an angry person. And you can't tell if you knew me or if you just talk to me online just by text, which is fine. But I'm a very angry person. I don't From how I was treated in elementary, I just don't give second chances anymore. If I said that already, I try to give people second chances, but I don't like to because my trust is always broken to me, and people just take advantage of it to me, and I just I'm just seriously on my last string, and I don't know how much longer I could keep my sanity with some people. Um, anyway, yeah, I got two new ear piercings. I've been had them. If you remember, I just put these on here like last week. Um. Anyway, uh, yeah, that's why I'm a very angry person, and I suppress my anger a lot, which isn't good. I also barely work out, which I would have worked out today, but I worked at the food bank today, and I'm tired. We got a lot of canned goods, which is not the usual soups that are in the little bins and stuff. It was so much work. Um, anyway, I already suppressed my anger, which is why I don't forgive people anymore. Um, and that's why I get so angry about the littlest of things that ticks me off. I just want to throw something or punch something or run. I wish I would run, but I am out of shape and that ain't gonna help. But besides anger, I'm mostly into the depression side because I feel like it might be my fault of if something happens that annoys me, and I'm like, it's probably your fault for not doing this, or if I do something wrong, one little thing which is just a mistake, I just dread on it for a long time, and I never forget it. Uh, and every time I try to do something fun, I'm like, well, I just ruined that. That's probably why I never got. That's why I feel like why I never went to the colleges I went to. I know a lot of teachers didn't like how I acted when I went to colleges when we had the tours. I don't know. Anyway, off topic, but I just I'm still suppressing my depression for people, and I don't like it. It I just need someone to talk to, and the only person I talk to is my online friend from in Australia because they give good advice and they listen to me, and I like talking to them about anything, everything, and I love them so much. They're the greatest fan I ever had in my life. But I even still, like I said before in my other video, that I feel like nobody really cares, and it's just irritates me that I can't trust anymore. It's just hard to trust because I feel like no one really wants my friendship. They just want to use me for whatever reason. And I hate that I think that way. And I hate saying it's because I was bullied. It's because my mom, my dad, my brother, my cousins, my aunt, or whatever. And it's like, because I remember this one teacher told me in elementary school when I think I started thinking maybe he didn't know that I was female because I was in elementary. I was like 9, and I don't. He never said I was a. I don't know if he said he about me, but he said wait. I think he might have knew I was female, but anyway, he's because this girl Brenda was a bitch to me. I punched her in the face. I think I told you. I drew a Pikachu. It was like my first Pikachu that I ever drew by myself. She took it, balled it up, and like threw it at the table or something. And I'm like, whatever, I got it. No, wait. I drew a Pikachu. And it was the first time I drew it by memory. Then she said, "Oh, can I see it?" I gave it to her. She balled it up and threw it on the floor, like whatever. Picked it up and unfolded it. And then she's like, "Oh, can I see it?" I'm like, "This is weird, but okay." So I did. Then she ripped it in half. Then I punched her in the face. And then I got in trouble. We both did. Mostly me, I'm pretty sure. And we took us to another teacher's room. And that teacher told me, "Why did you hit her?" Well, she's like, "No, that's an excuse. Why did you hit her?" Well, because she know that's an excuse. Why did you hit her? Because she tried to know. That's an excuse. I don't know then. Well, since you don't know, go stand in the court and think about what you did. I'm like, okay. And ever since then, every time I think of a reason of doing things or something that happened and blah, 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 I just think it's another excuse. So I don't take myself seriously. Even if I have a good reason, I just think it's another excuse now. I always have now. Thank you, piece of shit teacher. Hope you're dead. I don't like you. And if I could, I would have killed you. If I was stronger than a 20-something when I'm only 9. I hate you. Hope your kids die. If you have kids. Anyway, let's see, what was I talking about? My mental state. Yeah, that's why I don't believe that I think everything is an excuse. So that's why I don't like to talk about the things I do, because I just feel like it's just an excuse. Even if I have a good reason, even if it was videotaped, even if I was like a regular girl and someone tried to kill my child, and they'd be like, "Why did you do that?" Well, I have no excuse, but the fact that was my kid. But since I have no excuse, then I don't know. Whatever hell you want to talk about, I don't really care anymore. So that's what it seems like to me. And it's like, if you want to know, but you keep saying it's an excuse, then you don't want to know, do you? Why are you asking me this question if you know the answer? And then when I'm trying, why are you asking me a question, and every time I try to answer, you're saying it's an excuse? If it's an excuse, then what's the reason? Then that's the reason why. That doesn't make any sense. But you keep saying it's an excuse. Then what am I supposed to say then? Motherfucker, what do you want from me? If every time a freaking cop caught a freaking pedophile, if every time a cop found someone doing an assault, and then they say, "Oh, why you hit him?" Well, because I wanted to. Then like, "Oh no, I don't even know. I'm terrible at that." Anyway, it's just stupid. And that's one of the reasons why I don't really tell people about how I feel or my reasoning. And it's just, you don't care. So why should I explain myself when you don't care? Just like that teacher didn't care. Just like how my dad does not care. Because I read my horoscope today, and it was talking about being listening to a certain person or this and that. And the first person I thought of while reading it was my dad. And I was like, and the first person I would think of is my dad. And because even before we had really serious problems with my dad, he never really listened to me. Only thing he wanted to talk about was just random stuff, which didn't make any sense to me. And all he cared about was talking about the same stuff over and over. So I didn't care about what he had to say because I'm like 7 or 5 or whatever age I was at. And it's just, yeah. Because if I ever got into an argument with him or tried to explain something, he would interrupt me. Like a lot of people do to me when we're in an argument. He pisses me off. And he just keeps cutting me off, not listening. And that's when I got older and started to not try. For a long time, I was losing my trust with him. And, like, when I got older and started to understand the kind of person he was, which is a guy who only cares about image, I stopped caring. And, he would, if we got into an argument, I tried to say what I wanted to say, and he just keeps interrupting. And then I'm like, okay, but look, and then he interrupts again, and then he doesn't listen. And that was probably when I was like 13 or about to leave middle school or whatever. And I'm like, why are you trying to talk to me, but you don't want to hear my side? And I know that happened to me a lot of other times with other people, like in high school or middle school or elementary. But it's like, you're an adult. Why aren't you listening to me? That happened all the time. Every time I got into an argument with somebody, I'm trying to settle the peace, but they don't listen. And they keep interrupting, and they don't listen. And I'll try to say, look, I understand, but... And then they just keep going on and on and on. Or I can say, look, and then they just keep on. I say, well... They just keep interrupting me. I can't even get out my 2 pieces of sense, and they just keep going. That's how my dad is. If you get in an argument with him, he only cares about his opinion and no one else's. I don't know about girlfriends if he ever had any. I don't think he really did. But it just doesn't make any sense. So, what the hell? I just don't like being in an argument with somebody and they just keep interrupting you, trying to state their facts or the true facts. Can you at least listen to mine? Because I have some opinions or facts or whatever, but you just keep interrupting me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not going to waste my time on you, so I'm just going to let you think whatever the hell you want, because I'm leaving. Think whatever you want, but that's not my problem. If you get fired from thinking this is right, then go ahead. I don't care. Just come on. I don't care. Anyway, I think that's it. All right. If I think of anything else, I'll let you guys know. Okay? Peace out.